Shamelessly Arguing with Vegans is this book authored by me, Swati Prakash, and it is available free of cost for the benefit of the planet and for the benefit of all people who wish to be cleared of all their myths and misconceptions and to be corrected in their points of view against veganism. Yes, it's a very positive thing to do to go vegan because it's necessary. It's the minimal basic standard of living that should be acceptable in society. Any form of abuse or exploitation or suffering which is intentionally afflicted upon your victims is wrong and should ideally be illegal. Yet the reason why we have all these arguments against veganism is simply because it's not illegal to exploit, abuse, harm, and hurt others if they are different to you in their face or body, a kind of a racist discrimination called speciesism. Now, that's the only reason why it happens, and it is wrong. It is like apartheid. And, well, let us see. How can we be helped? The universe is here to guide us. I'll just take a positive random message out of my oracle cards. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. So faith, certainty, that means don't think you are the one. No, you are the one. Quoted from the Matrix movies, from Morpheus to Neo. So you have to believe that you can be the change in this world. Yes, to have that certain 100% faith in you. And change your mind if your mind is thinking negative, if you're thinking that you have to abuse and exploit others, if you're a non-vegan, why don't you change yourself? Be that change. Believe that you can be better, think better, behave better, eat better, wear better, live better. And to not hurt and exploit others is an amazing feeling because you know that you're on the right side and at least not on the wrong side. Doing good and helping the world comes later. First, at least don't harm the world. So let us see, what is the argument the devil would give against this beautiful message of veganism, of faith, of creating and manifesting a positive reality. Well, I'm picking up a message at random, one that I haven't handled before in the series. Oh, well, 109 argument. Number 109 says, my friend breeds animals for slaughter. It's much better than those vegans who consume plastic wrapped products, who consume GMO crops laced with Monsanto chemicals. This was an actual argument received by somebody who believes they are healers of the planet. Well, people believe that they're healing the planet by avoiding Monsanto chemicals and avoiding GMO crops, being organic in their food eating habits, and think that eating animals who are raised and bred by yourself in your backyard is perfectly environment friendly and therefore better than being vegan. Because vegans are going to shops and purchasing items sometimes. They don't grow their own crops. Is this right? Now look at the priorities this person has. What are the priorities? They're completely upside down. You're causing intentional suffering to a particular individual here who's crying in pain, who's being abused, who's been sexually violated to produce babies, and then those babies are being killed and abused, newborn, torn apart from the mother. An individual lost his will, became a broken person. The body was hacked to pieces. Blood was everywhere. And you say it's better than being vegan? What do you say to something like this? What are you choosing to focus on? I appreciate environmentalism, but this is cruelty. So you're complaining about GMO chemicals ruining the planet because they're causing pollution or harm to the planet. Okay, but hey, you're abusing a person. It's like saying it's good to be a domestic abuser and hit your wife and children as long as you eat organic food. There's no sense in that. So, whatever you want to complain against, GMOs, plastic pollution, well, great, but doesn't make you a great person if at the same time you're abusing others. So, those babies, those poor animals don't deserve that horrific treatment given by your friend who thinks he's better than vegan. And he can get a better job. He doesn't have to slaughter to feed himself. It's better to have your supermarket food than to kill others and eat them. And remember, everyone can't grow their own food. Do you believe that all of us are rich and have lots of land to grow varieties of crops in to feed all our children and ourselves with? Do you believe that we are millionaires living in huge, farmhouses and having nothing to do all day except growing crops? It's stupid if you think so. Well, people will need to go to shops, they will need to buy from supermarkets. And do you really think organic is better? Do you know that even for organic products, they add animal manure, blood, and bones commonly? And that's what those organic fruits and vegetables are grown in. They're not always ethical or good for the planet. Animal farming industry is everywhere. The matrix is indeed everywhere. And it has infiltrated even our food crops of vegan food. So really, you've got to be against animal farming. That's the biggest contributor to climate change. And more important than just climate change is ethics and moral values. How about putting that as your first priority? So you're not going to say, as an animal on the farm who's being slaughtered, thank you for saving the planet for me and not having GMO crops, not having tofu. No, no, the animal is upset because you're abusing and hurting that animal right now instead of, focusing on some climate extinction event in the future. You focus on what are your actions right now. Are you really hurting, harming, and abusing somebody out there? Why are you doing that? Would you do that to yourself? Would you say that it's all right for serial killers to kill others just because they have organic meat and organic dairy and organic crops? It's ridiculous. Just because they don't have plastic, they are great people and should be given awards for being so kind if they're serial killers? No. So, well, the first thing, I'm laughing because it's so ridiculous. We have to really explain these things that this is your first priority. First, have a heart, have a caring, loving, or if not a loving, at least a non-evil heart. At least don't abuse a sentient being for the start. And after that, try to go on your organic, non-plastic adventures as much as you want. Try as much as you want to be a food giver or have only vegan and organic food. And remember, even in organic food, it's not always ethically grown. So yeah, you don't have to actually kill animals if you want to be organic. You can grow organic, and I've done that myself, and I know it's true, by just plant-based fertilizer or plant-based compost. That's more than sufficient, or algae, or seaweed. They are more than enough. River water I put once. It was fine. My crops were fabulous that year. So I don't understand you. Why are you trying to support animal agriculture and its byproducts when it contributes to such massive deforestation at the rate of one football field per second, which is causing maximum of our rainforest loss. More than 80% is caused by animal agriculture. Millions of trees are being cut unnecessarily every day because of animal agriculture for making space for 80 billion plus land animals, and they are emptying our oceans of fish at the rate of 3 trillion fish per year, and 80 billion land animals are killed per year now. Don't you think the first priority is to completely ban animal farming, completely stop this abuse, this vehement harm of others and the planet? So please be vegan. This book is free of cost. earthhealingnetwork.com. Please spread and share this message.